Okay, so good evening everyone. Finally, we are again starting the class. So today's portion is formatting a document. So today's class is very important because here you will learn a lot of important features of Microsoft Word, and it will be definitely helpful for you to make reports whatever you are preparing in your office. Okay, so first we will learn about how to create a document, and actually this is the first 2 points are something that we have already learned. You will learn how to do the merging of documents, how to create header and footer, how to create table of content, how to insert the page number, how do you check the grammar and spelling, page margins. We will focus on page orientation, size, and finally how to finish up a document. So that's a quite interesting topic today. So I will move on to the Word document. Okay, so first point we say is about creating a document. So creating a document is nothing about the same thing that we are doing. You open a new document, and it's the same way that you have been doing all these years. Okay, so that's nothing new. So once you create a document, in the last few classes you have learned how to type, how to create tables, how to insert pictures. So lot of activities you have done, right? Like this kind of documents, how do you format, all these things we have learned in the previous classes. So now today we will focus more on how to do the finishing and merging. Okay, so first point is about merging. I will teach you. For example, if you are preparing some documents and you are having two or more files and you want it to combine to one document, so that function is called merge document. So merging two things. Okay, so there are a few ways to do it. Of course, the easy way is copy and paste, right? So if it is, for example, let me show you. For example, you have this document and you have the second document. If you want to copy all the text from here to there, yes, you can do. One way is you copy the whole thing, you right click, copy, then you go to the other document, go where you want to add it, you paste it, you have these documents here. So this is one way of doing it. But imagine you are doing pages with hundreds of pages of document, for example, in your future job, then it is very difficult to do so. So in that case, what we could do is you just go to insert, and once you go to the insert tab, you look at this text group here. Here there's a icon, object, insert object. Click on the down arrow, you see there is a text from file. Click on text from file, you select which document you want to merge. Sometimes if you have more documents, you just use shift and down arrow if there are two or more files. For my case, I just have only one document, so I just select it, I click insert. So automatically the whole document is inserted here. See, this was my original document and the other document is being inserted here. So this is called merging of documents. Okay, so I just repeat one more time. Go to, from the home tab, you go to the insert tab. In the insert tab, look out for the text group. This is called the text group, and look at the icon object, click on the down arrow, text from file, and choose the file you want to merge. Once you select, you give insert, it will be inserted here. So this is called merging of documents. Clear? Okay, so next we will look into how to do the creating of header and footer. Okay, so I have this document. So usually you might have seen in some documents that in the top and bottom there is information that is captured. Okay, so to do header and footer, you go to the insert tab, and here you see the header and footer group. So this is called header and footer group. Click on the header. So now is blank, there is nothing on the header. So if you want any header of this design, maybe you click here. So basically header is at the top of the document. Okay, so let me just undo the previous merging document. Okay, so header means at the top of the document, because head is at the top, right? So head is header, foot is footer. So imagine like that. Whatever is in the top of the document is called header, and whatever is at the bottom of the page, this is called the footer. This is one page, this is the second page. If you see the screen, you see this is the top of the document. This is the bottom of the document. Each page, this is called header, footer. So sometimes you may need to have, like for example, if you are writing a report, you want to show in the top what is the report about. Then you can do is to insert a header. So go to insert, go to the header, click header, choose the type of, there is a lot of design here. What design you want, you can choose. There are so many designs. Okay, so maybe I just choose the simple one. Okay, so here maybe you can write monthly safety report, March 2022, just for example. So you want to come out of it, you just escape, press the escape button, it will come out. So now if you see this title is inserted in all the pages. The entire document will have the header. So this is called header. You can put whatever information you want. So now here actually I inserted the title only. What you can do, you can insert lot of other informations here. You want to maybe insert the date and time. You can do this. You just click here and do. If you want to, okay, there's one more thing called fields. You go to the quick parts, click here. Okay, maybe field I will teach you separately. Okay, you can also insert lot of other options. You go choose the different design. Edit header.
Sir,
Yes.
sir, can hear me?
Sorry. Can you repeat again?
Sir, totally no sound now. We cannot hearing.
You cannot hear me, is it? Can you hear now? Can you hear me? Other people, can you hear me?
Yes, sir, I tell you.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Can
yes.
hear. Can hear.
Okay, I
Yeah.
think maybe your internet may be some issue. Okay, try to sit in a place where you can have the connection properly. Okay, so this is the header. So you double click on it, you can go to the header. So here there is a lot of options you can do. You can go choose different design. You know, even you can have the thing with the date automatically with the date. You choose here what date you want. You want to put appear to be here, maybe 5th of March. The whole header will be like that. So this is called header. Similarly, at the bottom, if you want to insert any information, this is called footer. So click on the footer. You can insert maybe page number, for example. Page number actually, okay. Footer, if you want, you can insert maybe any pictures. For example, you want to insert the logo of your company. Okay, you can do so. Whatever logo you want to do, you can do it. Maybe just for example, I try. Okay, maybe you have your company logo, you want to put it here, you just put like this. And then you want to insert page number, you can go to insert page number at the bottom of the page. You can decide which side you want. You want on the side, how you want, you can choose the different design. You see how you want, you just now choose the different design. I want to be here. Okay, I want the page number to be here, bottom of the page, in the middle, or in the right. Okay, I choose right. The page number is here. So the page number is automatically changed in each page. If you see here page number 2, next page if you go and see, it will be page number 3. So you can do different methods. Whatever you want, you can insert in the header and footer. Any doubts on this so far? Okay, I just try to insert some pictures. You insert it, then you can try to resize it. You see here, once you insert the picture, it will appear in all the pages. So it's like maybe it's any logo or anything you want to do, you can do here. So this is called header and footer. Okay, any doubts on this?
Okay, no doubt, sir.
Okay. So we also learnt about inserting automatic page numbering. We also covered this topic. Okay, so next will be inserting fields. Okay, so now you also can insert the date in some other manners. Like for example, you want to insert the date. You can go to quick parts, go to the field, click on the field, date and time, when the document is created, what information you want. If you want the document created date, you can choose this. You want the current date, you can choose this. You want when the document was the last saved date, you can select this. So I choose the last saved date. I want this format. Okay, so this will come. So this is how you can insert the dates using quick parts. And The next is important future. So please pay attention. This is very useful also. For example, now you are preparing a document. Okay, you must have seen in the books, right? Normally, any books you take, the books will have like this content page. So with the heading, which page, which topic is there, you can see. So similarly, in your Word document, when you are preparing any report, you can create this easily. You don't need to manually type and make all these design. You can make it in a simpler, easier way. So please pay attention. Okay. So for example, you want to have all the topics like this listed. The first thing you have to do is the heading. This is the crucial step. So whichever heading you want to have as the heading in the content page, you should select this, go to the home page, make sure that in the style group this is selected as heading 1. Okay, if it is normal it will not work, so you have to change this to heading 1. Okay, so this is in heading 1. Similarly, all the headings tables is in heading 1. Flowchart heading 1. So all these are in the same format of heading 1. So this is important. So after you have made this kind of step, you go to the page where you want this to be inserted. Okay, so before I do that, maybe I show you one more thing. If you want to have a blank page inserted, you just go and click to the insert blank page. Click here, you get a blank page. One whole page, you will get a new page. Okay, so now I want the contents, table of contents here. So how do I do that? First step, as I mentioned, ensure all the topics are in heading 1. All the topics are in the style heading 1. Once you have checked this, go to the empty page where you want the contents, go to the reference tab. Okay, so this is the key thing. Go to the references tab. Click on the references tab, click on table of contents. Here you have a lot of inbuilt designs. So I just choose the first content. Automatically this will come here. This is very easy, right? So straight away the whole thing is here. You see, same like what I have here. This is what I had before, and this is what I created just now. So it's very, very simple. So remember the steps.
One more time,
Simple.
sir. Repeat, sir. One more time.
Repeat again, right? So okay, let me repeat again. So first thing, the document that you want to create with the table of contents, you have to decide which topic you want to give the page number there. Okay, so here the document. Okay, maybe I say okay, document is here. So this I want to be listed there. Next page I have the tables. I want the table also as listed there. Okay, so the tables I choose, I go to home, go to the styles tab, make sure that it is selected as heading 1. This is very important. If this is not selected, it will not be shown there. In the same manner, you check all the heading that you want. Okay, so now I show you one example. All the titles are here. Okay, so this page there is nothing. Okay, now I put conclusion. So I made this as a header, right? I made this, maybe I can make it nicely beautiful. Okay, so this looks like header, but I have not selected as heading 1. Okay, so just for example, now I go here, I want to insert the table of content, so I go to references, click on reference, table of contents, and select the design. You see all the other topics have come, but conclusion is not here. The reason is it is not formatted as a heading 1. So now let me go to the home tab. You see this is normal. Now I select this, change this to heading 1. Okay, I change this to heading 1. The size formatting, this is not important, this is important. So this is in the page 9. Okay, so you can keep it in your mind. Conclusion, this heading is in page 9. Okay, I go save first, and now I go and repeat the table of contents. Let me delete this, let me insert again, references, table of contents, click here. Can you see now? Conclusion is included. It is in the page 9. So this is happening only if you select it to the heading 1. So you have to understand this. Is it clear now?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, anybody have doubts? Ganesh, is it okay for you?
Yeah, okay, sir.
Okay, okay, good. So this is very important for you. Normally people just type this and then put like this. They type and then they start to put the dot, then they put the numbers. But actually you don't need to spend so much of efforts like that. So people do like this, but you don't need to do that. You can use the inbuilt easy way to do it. Okay, so we have covered about creating table of content. So we have covered all these things. Next we go on to okay, one more thing I can share with you. Okay, so now again you go to insert blank page. So the first page is blank. So if you want to actually, just a second. Okay, so this is the blank page. So sometimes you are preparing a report. So in a book, how it is, the first page is the book cover and inside is the content. So same way you can do the cover page. Go to insert cover page. There's a lot of designs here. You can see what kind of design you want. Maybe I just choose this design. Okay, you see your header is this, so automatically the computer is prompting this for you. Okay, so you can change this monthly safety report. You can say okay, Jurong Island site, then you can change your name, anybody's name you can type. So you can do this kind of things. You can try out later. Okay, I just remembered this, so I wanted to share with you. Okay, so this is called the cover page. You can do the cover page. Next we move on to the review page. Okay, once you have created the document, for sure there could be some typo errors, spelling mistakes or some grammar mistakes, right? Because sometimes we can make mistakes. So maybe I can just say I'm happy to join. Maybe I make these mistakes just to for you to understand. Okay, I make some mistakes here. So if you see, there is when there is a spelling mistake which the computer does not understand, it will show you a red line like this. Automatically it will show. And sometimes when the grammar is not correct, it will also show some error. So if it happens, what you can do? There are two ways of doing this. First method, one by one. You select, right click, the computer automatically tells you suggested words. If you know, you can just select this. Okay, I am happy. Okay, I missed one P. This is join. I is missing. You just right click. It is asking you so many things, so you can think whether it is you want to change. You don't want to change, you can just ignore one time. For example, okay, I just change this to join. Maybe for example, for Singapore, we are so used to write SG, right? So sometimes the computer, if it doesn't understand, you can, when it shows error or SING, you see Singa, it doesn't recognize. But you think you want to add this computer to ignore, you just ignore. Then it will go off. But now you are seeing a green line. That means the space is wrong. There's too many space. You reduce the space, it will go. Okay. So this is some of the method. The other method is, okay, again make the same mistakes. You go to spelling and grammar. Review tab, spelling and grammar. Click on this. Automatically the computer will check the whole entire document for spelling, and if you want to check the grammar, you tick this. If you don't want, you take it out, but I suggest you tick this. So when you tick this, so now the document, okay, you see here, I am happy, spelling is wrong, the correct spelling is here. So now you have lot of options on your right. You want to ignore one time, or you want to ignore the whole document, you can do so. Or you want the computer to learn this word, you add it to the computer. But actually this is not the correct word, so we cannot do this. You want to change this to the happy correct spelling. So what do you want to do? You have three choice. You can change. That means it will change only in one place. That means if you have the same mistake at the another paragraph, the computer will not change now. It will find the next time and it will ask you again. But if you are very sure that maybe you have many words like this in the same document, you can just click change all. Okay. So you see here, the computer is telling that you are having two in. The suggestion is to delete. Okay, I click delete. I made a mistake here, 5 spelling wrong. You can change all. Maybe for example, I show you, you want to ignore once. Ignore once. The document is, spell check is complete. But you see here, 5 is like that, but I ignored it. So I can do the spell check again. The computer, since you ignored, it will not show you. Okay, so this is how to do the spell check. Is it clear? Or you want me to repeat again? Anybody have doubts on this?
Sir, better shortly repeat again.
Okay. So when you finish the document, when you want to do a spelling check,
Okay.
you can do a quick check with the computer. So what do? You have to go to the spelling and grammar.
Spelling, grammar.
Okay, I will make some mistake.
Sir, why I cannot find my computer here? Spelling and grammar. Which option here? This one.
You go to the review tab. Review tab
Review tab.
on the left, spelling and grammar.
Okay.
Can you find?
Right, I check. Review tab, huh?
Yes, review tab.
Okay. See ready. After writing have ABC,
Okay.
spelling and grammar.
Yes.
The left side, last one.
Yes. You click
Okay,
on it.
okay, okay.
So automatically the computer will check line by line.
Yeah,
And then whatever is mistake, it will show in red here.
yeah, yeah,
When it is show in red, you have
yeah.
all
Red
these
color
options.
show.
Yes. And you see here, the computer is giving you suggestion
Yeah.
whether what is the spelling. So you have to check and decide which spelling you want to use.
Okay.
Maybe sometimes you are typing too fast, you forget the D. Okay, so
Yeah,
you
yeah, yeah.
select this. So you go change. If you click change, only this word will change. But below, if you have the same mistake, computer will not change. Okay, I cancel. You see here, there is one more today here. I make the same mistake. Now I go to spelling here. Okay, I just
Okay.
change. I change one time. It is asking one more time now. Change. But if I just go back, okay, let me do now. Now the two mistakes. I have two mistakes, right? Go to
Okay.
spelling and grammar. It is showing. I change all. I click this. Both the mistake already corrected. So you see automatically the second time it is not asking for today. It show
Yeah,
only about freedom. So I change this. So you can find the difference, right? Previously,
yeah,
the first time, it is asking me two times because there is two today that was wrong.
yeah.
But when I make the change all, computer change both the mistake. So it is not
Oh,
asking me two times. It will be asking only one time. I
uh,
change all the mistake of that word at same time.
yeah. Same
So
word. How many have mistake? All
all
same time
clear,
change.
all same time change.
Okay.
So it's easy for you. If you are very sure with the word, you can change all. Okay. So this is called
Okay.
spelling and grammar check. Okay, so we have covered this. Okay, next we talk about margins and okay. So next, this is also important. So when you prepare some reports, usually if you see here without anything, it is very like look like very blunt. Border is like drawing lines in the side of the paper. So it's the same way, like how we learned for the paragraph. So go to home, layout, borders. Okay, so this is called click on border. Same way, this is the same thing that you see for the paragraph border. It's the same kind of design. You can
Paragraph
select
border.
which design, what size, what kind of the style you want, what thickness you want, everything you can change here. What color you want,
Automatic.
maybe you want to have dark blue with double line, box type, color you want, you can have like this. You want to change, go to here, you can select whatever design you want. Okay, clear? So you can make the border. And page color, you want the background of the page to be changed. You want to make your report very colorful. You can make it. Okay. Okay. Next, we come to the margin. So margin means the lines. So you can have click on the margin. You have normally this is the margin. That means how much space between the left side, top, bottom, on all the sides. How much is the gap? This is selected in the margin. So there is a lot of options here. You can choose. Usually we just either select normal or narrow. This is the commonly used margins. You can also click here. Okay, so in the page setup, this is the dialog box. Click here. This page will be open. You can also custom change what size you want. If you change top what size you want, you can change. You want to have a book fold, for example, like you want to print this document like a book, then you have to select book fold. In the book fold, if you see, this is the clearance that is important because here you will do the binding, so this clearance is important, right? So you can change inside. You see, when I reduce, it become closer. You see here inside. So inside you see this area, it gets closer. Now I increase, the space increase. So you can do top. Top, if I increase, you see this coming down. The document come down. Gutter. Bottom. So there are
Excuse me, sir.
yes.
Which size is standard size? Top, inside, or gutter?
Okay. Best is you go margin normal.
Okay.
You
Normal.
just use this. Yeah, you don't go to custom margin. You no need to go actually use this.
Yeah.
Normally, if you are just preparing the document, you just go with this normal or narrow. This is the
Normal or narrow?
this is the commonly used size.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
But
Okay, sir.
sometimes maybe there is no space, you want to adjust a bit, then you need to know how to like make it within one page. So that's why I teach you this method. Okay. Otherwise,
Okay.
normally just this two is good enough. You select
Normal,
normal.
narrow.
Yes. Next thing is about paper, the orientation. Okay. So the document in the vertical form, that means the length is longer, this is
Yeah.
shorter, this is called portrait. If the page is horizontal, this is
Portrait.
called landscape. You see, the length is longer, the width is longer, but the height is short. This is
Oh.
called landscape.
Landscape. Okay.
Okay, so this is called landscape, and the other thing is called this is called portrait. So these are the two different orientation of the paper. So normally, like books, you is like the standard way is of course like the A4 paper. You see here, this is the length. This is the portrait, and you can select according to the document what you want, whether you want a landscape or a portrait. Commonly used size is portrait, but of course it depends on your requirement. The next is size of the paper. The normal size that we use for day-to-day printing is A4. So this is called A4 size. Okay, so this is the A4 size, 21 centimeter by 29.7 centimeter. This is our standard A4 size paper that we use in the printer. Sometimes in the office you use the printer to print big paper, that is called A3.
A3.
A3 is
Size.
the bigger size.
A3 is bigger than A4.
Yes, A3
Right?
is bigger than A4. A0 is the biggest size. A0 is used for plotter to print all the construction drawing, shop drawing, all those things are plotted
A0.
in A0. So A0 is bigger, A1 is slightly smaller. So when the number increase, the
Yeah.
paper size reduce. Okay.
S- so normal size is A4,
The
right?
normal paper that in your office every day you're using for toolbox meet, the normal record, all these things is A4. Two A4 size put together forms A3 paper. Okay, one A3 paper you cut into two becomes A4 paper. Okay, so just for your understanding. Okay, I think I
Okay, sir.
just pause now because I think sister is here to take the attendance. Okay,
Now we using paper this one. Yeah, just now you writing this paper maybe A4, right?
yes, this is A4. Okay, let me just
Okay.
pause for a while. We stop the class for a while sister take the attendance. Okay, so let's continue. So we were now talking about the paper size, right? So
Yeah.
standard paper is A4. The bigger size, sometimes they print out the risk assessment, all these things in a bigger paper, that is A3. So this is the two common papers that you will use, but of course there are different sizes. We will not cover everything, but you just need to just see through. Normally you will print only A4 or A3 using Word or Excel. So just understand about this. If you are interested in other size, you can just Google and try to find out more. Okay. So this is about paper size. So if you select the paper size A3, for example, then the paper you can see slightly increase. But when you print it, you just have to select also paper A3. So this is about the size of paper. So we have covered about spelling check, margin, paper orientation, paper size. So I think we have covered most of the topics today, right? Yes, we have done everything. So any doubts? You all have any doubts so far? Whatever we covered today. Any particular topic you want me to repeat again? Anybody not clear? Header, footer, or border, page color, orientation.
Sir,
Anything?
today I joined to so late the class. So can I see the first one, the starting class?
Okay, I can do that. Uh, you just wait for a while.
Okay, sir.
Maybe once the class over, I can tell you whatever you're not
Okay, sir.
understand. For the rest of the people, any doubts on these topics?
For the safety for March 2020 Island Side 3.
Okay, if no doubts, then I think we can close off today's class. Okay, then I'll just